Welcome to the wonderful world of lavender. Hello, fellow garden enthusiasts. Today, we're embarking on a journey through the enchanting and aromatic world of lavender. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or just starting out, there's always something new to learn about these delightful plants.
Down at Great Lakes Lavender Farm, where the days are sweet and the nights are warm, we plant our roots deep in this land, with purple fields and hard-working hands. Through every season, we stand tall and strong, growing love and lavender all year long.
Lavender is not just a feast for the eyes with its vibrant purple hues, but also a treat for the senses with its calming fragrance. Today, we're diving into the fragrant world of lavender and uncovering the secrets to keeping these beauties thriving year after year. From planting tips to maintenance tricks, we've got you covered. One of the most important things you can do for your lavender is to give it a good prune. Pruning might sound intimidating, but it's actually quite simple and incredibly beneficial for your plants. Don't worry, it's not as scary as it sounds. In fact, pruning is essential for maintaining the health and beauty of your lavender. It helps to remove dead or diseased parts, encourages new growth, and keeps the plant in a manageable shape. Pruning is like giving your lavender a little haircut. It keeps it looking tidy, encourages healthy growth, and ensures those beautiful blooms keep coming back stronger. Think of it as a rejuvenating spa treatment for your plants. By removing the old and making way for the new, you're setting the stage for a spectacular display of flowers. So grab your gardening gloves and let's get snipping. The best times to prune lavender is in the fall or spring, just as the blooms fade or when new growth begins to appear. This timing allows the plant to harden and root deeply for winter and fall, and to recover quickly and produce a bounty of blooms throughout the growing season in spring. In this video, we'll guide you through everything you need to know to keep your lavender thriving and looking fresh. Let's dive right in. I promise, once you see the amazing results, you'll be hooked on pruning, just like me. Not only will your lavender look more beautiful, but it will also be healthier and more resilient. So don't be afraid to give it a try. With a little practice, you'll become a pruning pro in no time. Timing is everything when it comes to pruning lavender. Knowing when to prune is crucial. It's not just about cutting back the plant, it's about understanding the life cycle of your lavender and working with it, not against it. You don't want to give your lavender a trim at the wrong time and end up with a sad, flowerless plant. Pruning at the wrong time can stress the plant, making it more susceptible to diseases and pests. One of the best times to prune is after the flowers have faded, usually in late summer or early autumn. This is when the plant has finished its blooming cycle and is starting to prepare for the colder months ahead. This gives your lavender plenty of time to recover before the winter frost sets in. The plant can focus its energy on strengthening its roots and preparing for the next growing season. A light trim in spring is also beneficial, just as new growth begins to emerge. This helps to shape the plant and remove any dead or damaged stems that didn't survive the winter. This encourages bushier growth and helps prevent your lavender from becoming too leggy. Leggy plants can become weak and more prone to breaking, especially in windy conditions. By understanding the best times to prune, you can ensure your lavender remains healthy, vibrant, and full of beautiful blooms year after year. So mark your calendar and keep an eye on your lavender plants. Happy lavender, happy you. Now you might be thinking, why bother pruning at all? Pruning helps maintain the shape and health of your lavender plants. It prevents your lavender from becoming woody and unproductive. It also encourages new growth, which means more of those gorgeous purple blooms you love so much. And finally, it keeps your garden looking beautiful by maintaining the shape and size of your lavender. Now let's get into a step-by-step guide on how to prune your lavender. Ready to get your hands dirty? Pruning lavender is not only essential for the health of the plant, but also a rewarding activity that can enhance the beauty of your garden. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or a beginner, follow these simple steps to achieve the best results. First, gather your tools. Having the right tools is crucial for effective pruning. You'll need a sharp pair of pruning shears or scissors. Make sure they are clean and sterilized to prevent any potential disease from spreading to your plants. Next, inspect your plant. Take a good look at your lavender. You'll want to identify any dead or dying stems. These are usually brown and brittle. Removing these stems will help the plant focus its energy on new growth. Look for dead or dying stems and remove them completely. This step is crucial as it helps in maintaining the overall health of the plant. Dead stems can harbor pests and diseases, so it's best to get rid of them as soon as you spot them. As you prune, shape the plant by cutting back the remaining stems by about 1/3 to 1/2 their length, aiming for a nice rounded shape. This not only makes the plant look more attractive, but also encourages fuller growth. Be mindful of the plant's natural shape and try to follow it as you prune. And don't be afraid to cut. Lavender is quite resilient and can handle a good pruning. In fact, regular pruning can extend the life of your lavender plant and keep it looking its best year after year. Lavender is a hardy plant, so don't be scared to give it a good prune. With these steps, you'll have a beautifully pruned lavender plant that will thrive and add a lovely fragrance to your garden. Tools of the trade. Keep it simple. Pruning doesn't have to be complicated. A sharp pair of pruning shears or even a good pair of kitchen scissors will do the trick. Just make sure your chosen tool is sharp to avoid crushing the stems, which can damage your plant. We'll show you some easy techniques to get the job done. Feeding your lavender. A little treat goes a long way. After pruning, give your lavender some extra care to help it recover and flourish with a little boost of fertilizer. Lavender doesn't need a lot of feeding, but a light application of a balanced fertilizer in spring will help it thrive. Avoid using high nitrogen fertilizers, as these will encourage leafy growth at the expense of flowers. Protecting your lavender. Avoiding the lavender enemy. One of the biggest threats to lavender is pests and diseases that can damage the plant. Common pests like aphids and diseases such as root rot can severely affect your lavender's health. To protect your lavender, regularly inspect your plants, use organic treatments, and remove any infected parts to ensure healthy growth. Common pruning mistakes and how to avoid them. We'll highlight some common errors and how to prevent them. Pruning too late in the season. This can leave your lavender vulnerable to frost damage. Not pruning enough. Don't be afraid to give your lavender a good prune. It will thank you for it. Pruning into old wood. Avoid cutting back into the woody part of the stem, as this may not regrow. By avoiding these common mistakes, you'll be well on your way to growing healthy, thriving lavender plants. Beauty and fragrance await. With proper pruning, your lavender will reward you. You'll see beautiful blooms and a delightful scent. Regular pruning ensures an abundance of fragrant, beautiful blooms. There's nothing quite like the scent of fresh lavender wafting through the garden on a warm summer evening. Don't be afraid to experiment. Try different pruning techniques to see what works best for your garden. Experimentation is key in gardening. Find the best methods for your lavender plants and your climate. The most important thing is to have fun and enjoy the process. Now that you have all the knowledge, it's time to get out there and start pruning your lavender like a pro. Remember, regular pruning is the key to keeping your lavender plants healthy, vibrant, and bursting with those beautiful, fragrant blooms. Now go forth and get snipping. Your lavender will thank you for it.